Hey guys, this is your friend Maina from Civil Center and I welcome all of you back to our channel and another video on Tekla Structural Designer. So friends, in today's video, we are going to talk about how to create economical designs in the Tekla Structural Designer software. So before starting, we want to share it with the concept of you, what is economical design and how does the design process works. So in every building design software, we have this 4 steps. First step is the project creation. Step will be our modeling. Third step can be our analysis or the structural analysis. Fourth step will be our design or the structural design. So in this particular modeling, before this modeling analysis, we also have another step called loading. So this we have included in this analysis. So these are the 4 steps which we have in the particular any structural design software like STAAD, Tekla Structural Designer, ETABS, ProtaStructure, or any other design software. So what we do, we create the project, we do the modeling, we apply the loading, we perform the structural analysis, we perform the design. So now what do you get in the design? So in the design, there is a required area of steel, or we all have heard about that area of steel. This is also called AST required in various codes, design codes of various countries is also called AST required. So this AST required is calculated based on the forces which are applied and the internal forces which are generated. Based on that, the software gives you a required value of steel which is required for that. Now what happens in Tekla Structural Designer, the steel calculation, the steel design is done automatically. As in the case of most software, the steel design is done automatically. That is what you have to define is you will have to define the concrete section. We have to define the concrete sections. So suppose we are thinking about a particular column. So we take, let's suppose we are taking a column size of 300 into 250 mm square. You can write this mm, 300 mm into 250 mm. So we are defining this section, and what the software will do, it will take this particular size as fixed and then it will design the area of steel. So the area of steel will be variant for that, how much area of steel will be required so that the section is passed. For that, it will also perform some checks of the safety and also some particular checks as per the code of the country. Suppose if you're designing by IS code, then it will check whether the spacing of this particular reinforcement which it has calculated can be possible in it or not. If it's not, it will show in the software as failed. And if it is failed, then we have to increase the section of the column, or we might have to change the orientation. That is, we might have to do this, increase it. If a section fails, then we have two options, that is change the orientation. So what do you mean by changing the orientation? So let's understand it with a simple example. Suppose we have a column size of 350. If we just do not perform any changes in the size and just change the orientation, it will be your 250 mm into your 300 mm. So this, what we have done in here is that we have changed the orientation of it just without changing the size. This also affects in some cases where the movement and all on the column and the loads on the column varies if we just change the orientation and if we keep the orientation properly. So this can be done. The second and the most common thing which you need to do is increase the size. Increase the size. That is, if it's 250, 300 and 250 we have provided and then the software has failed, then the Tekla Structural Designer will show you a ratio. That depending on the ratio, we can guess like what is the next size we need to provide. Suppose the next size I'm providing 350 cross 250. So like that we can increase the sizes of the columns based on our results which we have obtained. So let's understand about this design ratio. So design ratio is basically the required AST or the required area of steel divided by provided area of steel. So suppose we have an example here where AST required, that is the area of the steel required as per the section which we have provided, like we were taken a section of 250 to 300 and the software has calculated the area of steel which will be required is your 1000 mm square, and the area of steel which we are providing here, suppose AST provided, which we are providing in that is 2000. And then what will be the design ratio? The design ratio in that case will be equals to AST required by AST provided. That is 1000 is the AST required and 2000 is the AST provided. So it will be equals to 0.5. So this can be termed as an uneconomical section, because if it's 0.8, 0.9 or 0.95, then we can tell it's an economical section, because if we are utilizing the entire particular section. But if it's 0.5, then we are not utilizing half of the section. So half of the section is not required of the concrete. So this means that it is an uneconomical design. Let's just check this particular phenomenon in the software, how we can just check this. We are opening the Tekla Structural Designer. Here, the complete loading, analysis and design of this particular part has been completed. Now we'll go to design here, and in the design, or rather in the review, we have option of this particular ratio. You can check the status here. This is the pass, fail, warning, beyond scope, and then this ratio. So we have this particular ratio here. Here you can check. This is the ratio which we are discussing about, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6. So if it's 1, then it will be fail, like this beam. If it's 0.6 to if it's 0.8, then it's perfectly economical. As you can see here in these columns, most of them are 0.8 or 0.6. So we have designed it properly. But as you go above, as you can see some blue columns you can see here, which means that the entire system is not utilized. You can see the blue ones, this is 0.2, which means only this 20% of the concrete is utilized here. So we can just make this the kind of designs economical. So here, as you can see, this is, let's take a particular column and then show you how to make this economical. So here we have what we have, the size of 315 to 250. So if you just hover your mouse over here, you can see what is written. It is past 0.846. So it is exactly 0.846, but this 0.846 is for this one. If we go and the above, it will be less. And that's why it is in the particular diagram it is showing. So here it will be less. So let me just show you. Just click on this and right click and the design member, just to check the particular design, what is the reinforcement it has provided. So it has provided, as you can see here, 6 bars of 16 mm. 6 bars of 16 mm is what it is providing all through, from the bottom to the top. So now what we can do is, we can simply reduce the section of the concrete from here. So this, if we calculate this span, this will be span 1, span 2, span 3. So up to span 3, we don't need to reduce the size. So for the span 4 and span 5, we can reduce it to, let's say, 325. And for the span 6 and span 7, we'll reduce it to 300, and then we'll check. Okay, so we'll just select this, double click this, and after that, here you will have an option of size. So in this option of size, the span 1 is the lowest one. We don't need to change this, because as you can see, this was yellow. Span 2 is this one, that is up to the, from the plinth level to the first floor. This also we don't need to change. Span 3, as you can see, if you can check the span 3 as well, I'll just show you. This is the particular span 3. As you can see, span 1, span 2, span 3. Span 1, 2, 3, we don't need to change span 3. Span 4 and 5 will change this. You can change the particular sizes of the span 4 and span 5. We'll just double click here, and then size span 4. Here in span 4, since the design ratio is higher, so let's do this as let's say we'll just do this as 3, in place of 350 we'll do this 325 into 250 for the span 4, and span 5 we'll do this as again 325 into 250, and span 6 also we'll just keep this same for now, and later we can check. Let's do this all as 325 into 250 and then right click on it and then design member static. So now let's check what happens. Now as you can see, still it's 6012 and 6016 up to here, and above, as you can see, the reinforcement required has reduced. So here, as you can see, now this particular sections also have become economical. Now for the top two sections, let's reduce it further. Double click on it and then the releases, and then stack 6 and 7. Sorry, not the releases, you will go to the size and then stack 6, that is the sixth member. And in the sixth member, we'll just do this as your 300 into 250. So we'll just go to new edit and then do this as 300 into 250. So here we have done this, and after that in stack 7 also we'll just do 300 into 250, and then after that we can right click and then design member static. So after this has been designed, as you can see, we have this particular reinforcement, and now we can check the ratio which you have obtained. So all the ratio are seeming good, and for the just for the top section only we can further reduce it. So for the top section it's still blue. What we can do is we can double click, and just for the top section we'll just change the size, stack 7. We'll do this as your, let's do this as 250 into 250. Let's see whether this works. 250 into 250 we are doing, and then click on OK, and then just right click on it and then design member static. We'll check whether this works or not, otherwise we can. So as you can see here, now this is the particular option, as you can see here. So now the structure has been economical. As you can see, we have the range, we have in between the ranges of 0.4 to 0.8. Also, the reinforcement which has applied, it has also reduced. The sizes also have reduced. So in a particular project which will make, the majority of the cost is in your area of steel and the volume of concrete. So as a structural engineer, people are paying you so that you can design economical structure as well as you can design the safe structures as well. So these two particular things you have to consider while you are designing a structure, that is the safety, economy, and the aesthetics also. So here we have showed you how to balance between the safety and the economy. So as you can see, all members we have in this particular column which you applied as safe, but we have reduced the reinforcement from 6012 to 4012 plus 6016. There are 6 bars of 16 mm to 4 bars of 16 mm and 2 bars of 12 mm. We have reduced that much of reinforcement, and we have also reduced the sections. Top part is 250 to 250. This one is your 300 to 250. This one is 350 to 250. So we have reduced the concrete, we have reduced the steel. So this is our duty as a structural engineer, to make economical sections for our client, which we can do using this software. So guys, hope you found this video useful. Those who have watched till the end with that much patience, I want to thank them that you have learned something today. So stay tuned to our channel and keep learning, and whatever you learn, make sure that you can apply it in the practical field so that you gain more confidence. That's all for today. Bye bye. Have a nice day.